Yo, what's happening, guys? METAVERSEMILLEN here. How are we all today? So we're in LA right now. We're just looking at the actual treasure map. We have been building it up currently on the last video and the video before that. We're just trying to get a really good web. And if you're new to this, Upland's a property trading game. Every single location on Upland is mapped to a location in the real world. Everything's mapped on the blockchain as well, so every single property you have full ownership of, so you can sell it, you can price it however you want. You can add it to collections, you can build structures on it, you can do loads of different stuff like build a business, like a meta venture, and then you can also just design your kind of neighborhoods, which we call nodes, a community of people, players coming together to actually build something really strong as a community. So it's really cool. There is a link down below in the description if you want to sign up to Upland today. You will get 50% off your bonus up to 100,000 UPEX. Just make sure you don't overpass that if you don't want to, because you won't be able to get the FSA properties after that. But it's totally up to you if you want to get some. There's a lot of properties on sale on the secondary market for about 50% at the moment, so both deals kind of could win either way for you, so just go check that out, see which one you want to go by, and yeah, good luck. Hope you really win on Uplands. This is LA. This is basically my web I'm building right now. You can actually see all the properties. I'm actually trying to fill in the gaps as well. Once I get some more UPEX over the next probably 2 to 3 months, we'll have this web completed, you know, all full, like with a neighborhood, like a property, sorry, probably every 80 meters. We're going to try and get as close to that so we can obviously get more sends. If you actually look up here, you go to upxland.me, you can actually go over to here and you can click find my send, and then you just put your username and your actual location in Upland, and then you can actually search for the paper aeroplanes, which is a really cool feature. And then once these load up, you can actually see I've got a paper aeroplane 0 meters away, so I just click on that copy, go back to Upland, and then just paste it into the box here, and then we'll go over to this property and we'll get the paper aeroplane. So my plan is to actually build my web up so I get travel for free, because if you actually travel to your own property, it doesn't cost you a cent, and it doesn't also cost you any UPEX either, so it's completely free, which I like. And then I'll collect the send as well. So what I'm trying to do is build up as many properties just in an area so I can get more of these paper aeroplanes, because you can see the next one is 86 meters away. I'll need to make sure that's within 80 meters to collect it. Hopefully the block explorer starts to drift over to that property. If not, just keep visiting the same property until the block explorer moves off towards a paper aeroplane, you know, so you cover that 6 meters with the explorer, and then you can buy it instead of sending to other properties and just wasting your sends, because you only get a certain amount of sends every day. I believe it's 80 sends, and then you won't be able to collect any more for the day, so it just means you can get a few extra hunts in if you keep about, say, another 5 to 10 cents, because I was going to use those 5 to 10 cents to collect all my other cents. So like if I go and collect that paper aeroplane and it's not my own address, I'd have to pay 1 cent plus how much UPEX it is to visit that property, if that makes sense. So anything in blue is my property, so I can travel for free. But say the paper aeroplane was here, this is not my property, it's 25 UPEX, and then it would also cost me a cent to go over to as well, so just keep an eye on that. I've lost a little bit of UPEX. I have been learning treasure hunting. We have got about 19 out of 20 chests every single day now, and that is on mobile as well, so it is, I find it a lot harder, not a lot harder, a little bit harder on the phone. It's not hard like to actually get through, but it's kind of the experience. I've noticed I like to be able to zoom out like this and just see exactly where my dots are, and then like pull back into it kind of thing on the map. Whereas the phone, it's kind of like the zoom, and it's just like a little bit harder. But like I've got 19 out of 20 chests. We got 0.02 spark plus about 9,000 UPEX yesterday treasure hunting. So that's really cool there. We've actually got the account up to 8.26 million now, so that's grown as well. And now we're at 1.96 spark because we've gone over and got that 0.02 spark, which is cool. So we'll just click on this. These are all the buildings we're actually constructing right now, and these are all on the racetrack down Granada Hills. I started building these when we had the idea of the racetrack, but I didn't announce it yet. But you can see it's only got 5 days 21 hours left, and we did a competition on the last video giving away 100,000 UPEX. So what we want to do is do another competition, and then once all these properties are finished, we're going to pick a winner to actually win one of the properties. So like someone will win one of the townhouses down this road here. So I've got 4 townhouses getting built. So if you want to win this competition, you can win one of these townhouses. I'll let the player actually pick which one they want to win. And then we'll run this competition till all these 5 structures are finished. So the apartment's nearly finished, and then once these 4 structures are finished, all the names on these 4 structures going forward we will give away a townhouse too. So this building is still getting built now. All the names have been collected off this one, and then any of these 4 buildings as well. Once there's some spark on, we'll make a list of all the names, and then someone will win a townhouse. I'll trade it for your cheapest property. And I believe with the actual townhouse on top of it, it'll probably be worth over 25,000-30,000 UPEX. A really good price for actually helping out build this structures and get the racetrack a bit more full, because we want to have a good view on the racetrack. So I'd rather help players out, get some structures. You know, we're growing our spark now, and we plan to actually get some more spark. Hopefully when Sparklet comes out, I think it might be close to Christmas time, we'll be able to get like a couple more spark. And then also once I get the account to 10 million, I'll be able to get the extra 1.2 spark, just depending on what happens with the spark week. Like we're upgrading that spark week, you know, just gonna try and find out about that a little more as well, so we can actually see what's going to happen with the spark. But we plan to grow it as much as we can, and then we will be treasure hunting every single day going forward now. And then we'll also like get probably 1 spark or half a spark from the store, just to push us over that sweet spot. And then with the factory we need 5 spark as well, so we're coming up close to 2 spark, excuse me. And then we'll get the either 1 spark or the 1.2 spark when we upgrade, what will get us up to 3.2 roughly. By that point we'll have about 0.2 from daily logins, maybe 0.3 with treasure hunting, maybe a little bit more hopefully as well. So we'll be at about 3.5 spark there, and then that'll be probably like December, January. And then in that time we can actually look at probably getting another like 1 spark, maybe 2 spark. And then we'll also be treasure hunting as well. So I always aim for a lower number, but we do plan to keep growing the spark. Like hopefully I can get 0.06 a week, plus what I get from my daily logins for collecting the spark as well. That'll be a nice figure we're trying to get to. And then we'll just keep buying more properties in the map. So say I bought here, that would mean like I'm more likely to get another paper aeroplane. So every single day I treasure hunt as well, the easier it actually becomes to treasure hunt in LA for myself. And I know this isn't for everyone, obviously, the amount of properties. I've built this up over about 16 months now. I kind of started treasure hunting at the start and then I left it, but the way it's been on the map, it's really worked out for me with the web, because that was the idea originally, to actually have a really good web in Upland. And then you can see down here, this is where all my properties I've been selling. So I've sold a lot of properties down here. So now I need to like redo the web, if that makes sense. So all these gaps in here, I'll need to actually fill up. So you can see I've not got any in Bel Air, no properties in Hollywood Hills, no in Beverly Crest. And then down here as well, Beverly Hills, West Hollywood. So all these kind of areas, this is more expensive, but over time maybe get like 1 property here, 1 property here, and then like 1 property here or something, just so you've kind of got like a box for the treasure hunting. And then I'll probably get another property like here, 1 here, and then like 1 here, and then 1 up here, and then kind of just keep building it out in little segments so we can actually start to build a clean map. So I'll probably go down here and you can see where that property is, and we could actually do it really clean as well. So we could actually start changing it and buy this property here, buy this property like here, and then buy like this property here, you know, so you've got a complete line over time. We can actually start to buy and sell properties, and then we can basically on every single, hopefully in the future, every other block we've got like a property we can go to, either 1 here and then like 1 here, so it's kind of like a cross, or like something like this, and then 1 in the center, like, but that's over time, that's how it'll get. So we're trying to build it out so we can actually like link in the properties right now for all the gaps, but then eventually once all these gaps are filled in, we'll be able to start to, so say there's a property here, then we can start to go in and get a property here, and then 1 in there, if that makes sense. And then once we've got the 5 properties there, we'll be able to go in the center of there and then put a property in between. And then once all the properties are that close together, we've actually got a really solid treasure map. So we'll keep updating this treasure map every single time we can buy properties. Right now we're putting everything into Granada Hills, we're just getting it started. A lot of people are moving over to Granada Hills, which is really cool to see. If you do want to, you get a 1.25 times boost on any winnings as well. So if you won the competition yesterday, you would have got 12,500 UPEX instead of the 10,000. So that's really cool like that as well. I just want to say I've not forgot about the 100 UPEX. So once we run the competitions, if you win the pot, that 100 UPEX will get added to your pot, and then we will send the 100 UPEX away as well. So we have got like all the names for that competition, so we'll be able to send the UPEX away. I've just been editing videos, doing other stuff as well, but all that data from that last treasure hunt not treasure hunt, sorry, from the Spark. We've kept all that data for all these 5 properties, so we can actually see what players was on the last Spark competition, and the players what were on the new Spark competition, the players what have stayed on both competitions. So yeah, you're more likely to win the more entries, so we keep track of that as well. So just make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's at Metaverse and then just click that subscribe button, like the video if you've not liked it already. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers and we're so close now. We're at 495, sorry, so we're just so close. So if you've not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get monetized. We've got 2,300 watch hours as well. So once we get to 3,000 watch hours, we will be able to get monetized on the channel. So try and watch the videos all the way through if you can. If you've got time just to keep the videos on in the background, I would really appreciate that. Just to try and get this channel growing, get it to more audience, and just try and grow Upland in general. It's going really well at the moment. It's like a love-hate relationship, but right now I'm really loving it. I think I needed that kind of rant yesterday to actually just a breath of fresh air. But yeah, I love the game. I'm going to be on this game forever. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, whoa, it does get stressful, but I guess that's life, and I guess that's the way it should be. Like, it keeps you on your toes, it does. But yeah, I've never had so much like rage with a game in my life, but I guess that's because you're playing for real money as well. It's not financial advice, but yeah, when you're investing a lot and you're playing the game every single day, you put so many hours into it, and then one thing goes wrong, and it's like, but yeah, I apologise about the way I was going on the other day. It is really cool, like, so I want to kind of yeah, get back to the basics. I was thinking about it, like, you've got everything on the map, what's on the top, what's, evolving. I call it evolving, but like everything underneath, you've got to think about the economy, the way the game's set up, just everything what's built behind the scenes. Like, there's no other games like it. And I want to try and grow this and see where it's going in the future. And it only takes like a few months and a few things to change, and it just like clicks. And I believe more players are coming in. I believe there's more like city releases coming in the future. I believe like there's so much more improvements. You got to think about, we've got a STEM coming as well. There's going to be sparkler travel. Like they've already talked about like different stuff with rent and stuff on properties. Next year, I think the years where a lot of stuff actually happens on Upland back to the actual game. Now they've got all like the FIFA and everything else out of the way, and these like Web3 layer 2 games and other stuff like that. I believe now they can actually get back to like all the roads and the property. Like, just imagine being able to travel like from one like to the shop and having to go and like buy food, or you've got like a restaurant. I was watching the video yesterday. It's Caesar, I believe now, and Upland Down Under was doing the podcast together. I keep calling it CR41 as well, but yeah, I heard it's Caesar now. So he did message, so thank you so much, and like, you've obviously been supporting the videos. Really do appreciate that. Loved the episode. It was great to watch. And he was talking about fish as well. So this was cool. I was looking actually in the docks. Imagine in the future, like, you could actually own each one of these leases, so all the boats what come in have to pay you a certain rent, and then like those boats can go out and fish, and then like say you pay for a certain slot, so like the slots to go out, so like kind of a license, a fishing boat has to get a license, and then you have to pay say like 1,000 UPEX an hour to go out and fish, and then like it depends how busy it is, kind of like treasure hunting. There might be a way that you have to find where the best bit is to get the fish, where the best place to say you keep your boat here compared to here, and then like the amount is, it won't be a massive difference, but you could get 100 fish here but only like 80 fish over here, or just a way to actually like make it more like challenging and entertaining. And then you could have people who actually own the actual docks, the individual ones, so like the boats what come in have to pay a rent, and then they have to use obviously the power to charge up and like get fresh supplies, and then that could be done through a meta venture or a business like on the actual what do you call it again, like the what's that called again, like the I don't know what it's called again, but yeah, the bit in the middle kind of thing. So if there was a business on here, and then like kind of like an airport, players have to use that kind of to buy, and then you could do it like that. You have to buy like kind of your license to go out for the day, and then this shop could have a business which is basically like that, and then you could have another shop eventually what's selling like a showroom, what's selling like different boats, and then them boats can go in each one of these kind of lots. I think that would be really cool. And then you could have bigger boats in these lots, obviously more expensive. I think that might be really fun to see in Upland, like helicopters, all that kind of idea. We're travelling from like place to place, maybe. You could do stuff in the future where you could have like a helicopter business, and then like that helicopter business transfers people across the map. And right now you can obviously send across the map, so it wouldn't be worth it, but think about in the future when you can't just send your avatar over the map just like that. You have to like drive, or you have to fly, and it's kind of like going over to another city. You have to get the train, or you have to, sorry, I need some coffee, like it's early in the morning. No, yeah, imagine you have to actually travel over instead of just sending your block explorer, which is going to come true in the future. So I just think like the amount of travel and all the different stuff you can do in the future will be amazing, because once you build the mechanic, like you can eventually like move it into other kind of aspects, like you said, like with the fishing, and then eventually you could maybe travel, like you could do like different travels, so like customers could actually travel from here to here. You know, I know a lot of people might not want to use that, they could just drive, but the option's there, kind of like a tourist kind of travel, where you can go and like just see the view, you can see all the houses on the side of the sea, you know, just loads of different ideas what will be really fun. You can see this road what's going down here as well, Malibu. So, you know, imagine if Malibu comes out on Upland and you only can drive there, like they was talking about having like locations where you can only drive to. You know, you've got on Oxnard as well, like it's got all the kind of built up stuff for the fishing already, so you could like link all these places together. That would drive up more trade for LA as well, because LA's still minting out as well. So like I was talking about having some competitions for minting out properties, you could also add like some extra kind of business ideas around LA. And the only way you could like obviously own a business in LA is if you buy property, and then that might entice you to buy more properties. So that's a really good way to actually do it as well. So let me know in the comments what you think, if you think that's a good idea to actually move forward on Upland, and let me know what other ideas you've got as well. It doesn't have to be like exact ideas, just kind of like what you're thinking about, what'll make the game more entertaining. I know Upland's looking for people to actually have ideas and think about, and then like they do get talked to in the meetings and stuff like that, I've heard. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you'd kind of like to see come to Upland. Not the stuff they've announced or the stuff that is just like meant to come to the game in the future, but like kind of, would you like a farm, or would you like to like a helicopter, or maybe like a ferry, like where you can do tourism, like you can travel to the islands, and like let me know in the comments what you'd like Upland to bring to the game next, and we will be talking about that in the next video as well. So yeah, basically just wanted to jump on, talk about the treasure hunting, talk about yesterday's video. That was really cool, giving the UPEX away, and hopefully we can give more away in the future. I'm sorry about the UPEX count here. I did have to go over to San Francisco and actually buy my property, and it was a bit more expensive than I thought it would be. And then we got a property next to the treasure hunting, so we can actually treasure hunt in this area as well. So we will be saving that UPEX away up as well, sorry, and then we will be giving away a property just to obviously keep the balance up, so players can actually win properties on this channel, make it fun, make it engaging, just really good entertainment. So once all these properties are finished in Granada Hills, we'll just go over to it quickly right now. You can see San Joe Street. So these 4 townhouses, we've got this one, we own this one, and we also own this one. Someone else has just started building this as well, so this is cool. A lot more properties are actually going up on the map now. You can see all the way down the racetrack. There's apartments going up. It's just really like starting to actually grow out. You can see more apartments going up here as well. So this racetrack, we're going to start building here. There's going to be buildings here. Every single blue dot we've got on the map, we're going to be building out. And then we're going to get lots of big spark stakers as well to actually help grow Granada Hills. So obviously the price is going to start going up. So if you want to get into Granada Hills now, highly suggest you jump on, because the prices will go up probably summertime next year. Like it's going to start going up slowly, but over the next like 3 to 6 months we will see a really big improvement in the amount of structures getting built. The racetrack will be online, and then also the factory should be online by then as well, and then we should have like the showroom and other stuff as well. So yeah, if you want to jump onto Granada Hills, there is a link in the description. You can go see the node if you want to like check it out first, see if you like the community and other stuff as well. There's great people in there doing Uplands. Get all the knowledge, get the skills to actually learn how to grow your account. We've actually just gone over 124,000 now with the properties, so that's what we're bringing in every single month. And then we get visits on top of that, and then we also get sales on property, and then referrals go on as well. So like this account's growing up now, really cool. You can see 8.26 million, and then let's just show the spark as well. we're sitting at 1.96, so this 1.96 we'll just keep building, and then we'll get as many structures, as many apartments and other stuff up as well. Gonna try and like practice Blender a bit. I'm not gonna upload anything to obviously Upland, but I want to try and practice that as well. Maybe in the future, maybe in a couple of years time, I could actually start to build the assets and the structures. What maybe will get approved, we don't know. But like I'm starting to learn Blender, I start to understand it, I was watching actually like Caesar's video making the bench and that, so it's really cool. And I've actually been able to like go into Blender, I've got it myself on the laptop, and just play about, just have a bit of fun. So maybe in the future we could actually build something ourselves and that, but we will be looking at the community to actually build stuff and design stuff. So I will reach out to Caesar and I will reach out to some other people to actually start looking at manufacturing stuff and like the best way to go about with the factory and stuff as well. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff what's coming. The factory, the racetrack, we're doing lots of giveaways now as well. So if you do like Upland, if you like Monopoly, all these kind of games, you can use the link down below to sign up today. You will get 50% off your first purchase up to 100,000 UPEX, and then make sure you just subscribe to enter all these competitions as well that we run. If you're an Uplander or under as well, we will be giving a ×2 boost. If you've got less than 100,000 UPEX on your account and you're entered into the competition and you win, you will get a 2x boost on your profit. So say the competition yesterday was 10,000 UPEX, you'd end up with 20,000 UPEX instead. So that's a really good incentive for new players to actually jump on Granada Hills. All you have to do is like be a part of the Granada Hills node, and then that's basically it. You don't even have to be a resident. We're just trying to do it to help new players all over Upland actually come into the game and enjoy it and just see what it is and just have some fun. And then I did say on Twitter yesterday as well, once this account gets bigger, right now we earn about minimum 4,500 UPEX a day, but maximum's close to like 20,000-30,000, just depending on like sales and other stuff. But once this account gets bigger, we will be looking at, like, say we are earning like 10 to 15,000 UPEX a day. So when the account's sitting at about 25-30 million, we will be looking at buying players' properties. So if Granada Hills is somewhere you've been like building and buying and like it's not for you, we will buy the properties back, only at mint price, but we will buy the properties back. So next year we will be looking into that. So obviously it's kind of a peace of mind for the buyers what are actually buying as well. So it's a way that you can actually get UPEX back for your properties if it's not for you in the future. But like hopefully it is for you, hopefully you really do enjoy the node and stuff, but it's just a way that you know that your money's not going to be tied up and locked away as well. So we will guarantee any property in Granada Hills for the mint price once this account gets bigger. So hopefully at the end of this year, hopefully at the end of next year, sorry, or the start of the year after, we will be buying properties back. So players will only have to hold the properties for a year and then they'll get the money back. Obviously the properties will go up in price, so you're better holding on to them, but we're just holding that so players can feel a bit more peace of mind about buying properties, and that should add on to the actual kind of like insurance in a way. So yeah, jump on Granada Hills if you're not already. Let me know what you'd like to come to Upland in the game. Just loads of good fun stuff. I'd love to see like boats and helicopters. The fishing is a really good idea as well. Just loads of different ideas come into the game. I'd love to see like utilities, so you have to pay like council tax on properties as well. You have to like kind of pay a certain amount of rent to use the structures, and then like players will come in like pay, obviously like you've got door fees on the cafes kind of idea. I was watching the video yesterday, that was really cool to actually see how you can actually go in and pay the door, like the door's paid, and you can actually do different like kind of like events inside the venue. So loads of good stuff coming to Upland, so make sure you sign up if you're not below. The link is in the description, and check out everything Upland, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Peace.